2018, 19.
Yeah.
About Joe Gorga's dealings with them. He was supposed to make some of the buildings that he had, accessible to either lower income or handicapped. Just look into that. Because I know one of the buildings he had, and we had some elevator issues there that were pretty not good. Because there were some handicapped people in that building, and the elevators wouldn't work for a very long time.
Well,
and it was a problem.
This is why. Do you think, okay, so you say they are up to shady business, the Gorgas. Do you think eventually things catch up to everybody?
Absolutely.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I think karma gets everyone, yeah. I think if you don't put it out there good in this world, it's not coming back good to you.
Because it seems like, maybe just because I'm in this world, but a lot of people have lawsuits. I'm not picking on them, but it seems like there's a lot of
There's too many lawsuits. Too many lawsuits.
Right?
It's crazy. And you're a lawyer, so you know that. And, my son's a lawyer. And so, you guys, that's how you guys make your money. But there's so many lawsuits that are so bogus. And I hate suing people. I just think it's stupid stuff. And I didn't want to sue them. But I felt like if I didn't, then I lost, then I would have lost. If I wanted to go on with stores, nobody was going to. It was just not going to be good for me.
What was the falling out of that season 8 opener all those years ago? Did it affect your business?
Well, like I said, remember then I kind of, I didn't open the store because they'd raised my rent so high, tripled it in Florida. So I closed that
Retail's
store.
Tough.
It's bad. It's tough. And I didn't really, my husband said, I don't know if you want to keep doing retail because it's a lot. And it was just heavy on my mind with the thing with Melissa. I just didn't want to be a part of retail right then. I said, let's just go enjoy our boat and I want to retire for a while. That's what I did.
I don't blame you.
I just kind of retired for a while.
Because you said that you never heard Melissa say anything bad about Teresa.
Nope.
What about Joe? So there are, back in the day, there was all these rumors, Bulldog. She cheated on Joe with Bulldog. Do you watch the show now, by the way?
No.
It's okay if you do.
I don't watch. I've never
I won't
seen
hold
it. I haven't
it
seen it
against
in
you.
8 years. I haven't seen it since I was on it last.
So, the rumors back in the day, she cheated on Joe with Bulldog. This past season, we had, unfortunately, one of her good friends. Rumors started with this woman named Margaret Josephs. We'll get into that in a second. That Melissa kissed this guy, Nick, in the back of a car.
Okay, I
I'm
did see something.
convinced that it happened because I know all the players. So, did you see anything back in the day when you were working with Melissa and Joe on Envy of, was he, do you think there were infidelities on either other parts?
No, I don't think so then. They had pretty young kids then, and I don't feel that they were. They're both kind of fun, flirtatious people.
Yeah.
So you could see, Joe Gorga alone has a lot of, he's very, he's attractive to a lot of people. He's got that style and that way about him that's, fun. He's fun-loving. He's fun to talk to. I always enjoy talking.
Very pretty.
Gorgeous. Drop dead
she is
gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I think she's beautiful.
She's gorgeous. She's a great body.
She does, man. She does knock it out of the park. And she looks great in everything she wears, So I do think that they both have a lot of sex appeal. And I could see how that could happen, in your lifetime, We can't blame anybody for that. But, it happens,
But you never got that vibe.
No, not at all. Not.
What about, was Joe jealous? Because there's also this narrative out there that he has this temper and he's jealous and, he's the man, he's jealous of Melissa.
I never saw that. Because I hung out with Joe a lot more than Melissa. If we were all of us were together, I was always with Joe. I would hang out with him in places. They went to the Bahamas with us and I had fun with Joe. I liked Joe. Cool. Yeah, I like him. I gotta say, I like him.
You're allowed to. You can say
he's
that.
He's funny, and he's, I like the guy. I think he's funny. He was nice to me always. He was always good to me. And ever said he didn't get into this business with Melissa and I. This part of it. He didn't say that. He didn't do it. He wasn't involved in it.
You said he used to come into the business and have ideas, and
yes,
it was like they were good ideas.
Yes, he did. He was really good that way. I gotta say, I can't say anything bad about him. And he never talked about his sister. He didn't talk about her at all. No, he didn't. And we were around each other a lot. They just didn't talk about it then like they do now. I see now it's all over the place. I'm just like, wow, man. It's all over the media and everybody.
All over
it's
the place.
Just crazy.
Are you shocked that it's we just filmed it's coming out in February probably, the whole season of New Jersey where Teresa and Melissa do not utter one word to each other.
I heard that.
Does that shock you?
Kind of. It does, man. I don't know how they... First of all, I don't know how they film that. I don't know. I mean, I can see how they film it because you're filming everybody differently. But you know what's sad is like, who wants to watch? I mean, they always want people to fight. So it's the fight's over now. If Melissa and Teresa aren't fighting, you're gonna fight with. I mean, I just don't find anybody that entertaining. Like it was entertaining. But I don't know if it's entertaining anymore. It wouldn't be to me. That's why I haven't watched it. I get a kick out of it. We'll put it on once in a while. When it's on at someone's house, I'll watch it. But I get what's going on because I listen to you and I listen to what everybody says.
Just keep listening to Behind the Velvet Rope.
I listen to it. I tell
people you don't have to watch. Just listen to this and I will watch it for you.
You're fun. See, you watch it for me and I don't have to watch it. Then I know what's going on.
Just listen to my recaps.
Right? And yeah, I think it's so funny, Marge. You and Marge, yeah.
I really have nothing against Marge. I really don't. I mean, like if she walked in here now, we would say hello. We would probably hug. Yeah. I would invite her to sit down. We really don't. I mean, I don't have anything against Melissa and Joe. I know. You're just reporting it, right? You're just reporting what's going on. Yeah.
And that's
people
think
I'm such a tree hugger and I have a problem.
No, I don't get that from you.
I have no problems with anyone.
I don't get that from you.
Yeah,
I don't, and I don't either. Like I don't have a problem with them. You know, at the time I might have been mad, but I'm not mad now. It's like people think, oh, I have this book. I don't need to write a book to be famous, or I don't need to have a need to write a book about a tell-all at this point. It's just that I wanted to get it off my chest that this was had happened to me, and I can tell you that if it helps somebody out there, don't sign a contract unless you have your lawyer read it first.
Yes.
You know.
What about, like this whole thing? Like, are you aware of the whole thing, like with Bethany Frankel and what she's doing?
Yep, I sure do.
Right?
Yeah, I'm into that, yeah.
I mean,
she's right. I think she's right. Right? I think they should get paid for residual being on that show. Bravo. I'm going to put it to you this way. I have the beef with Bravo and NBC. I do not like the way they treat their employees, and I think it's unfair.
Yeah.
I do. And I think the way they treat the friends of that place, how can you hold me to some contract like that? Really? I'm a friend. I was doing you a favor, man.
Right, like you weren't paid?
No, never.
So even that to me is like...
It's questionable.
To sign a contract, and I mean, there has to be consideration. You have to get something out of it. You can't just sign a unilateral.
Get anything out of it.
I know. It's very... So that's the thing. It's like everything you're saying to me goes to like Bethany's reality reckoning.
I know. That's what I keep thinking. It's all I can think about. And everything she said, there's like a bit... My case fits in there. It just kind of slides in there.
Yeah.
It does. It certainly does.
Maybe you should call Bethany Frankel.
Yeah, I think I might.
Or maybe you should DM her. Here you are. You had a lawyer that represented you. Maybe Bethany's been your answer. I don't mean to make light of your situation.
No, I know.
Because yes, an arbitration and a lawsuit and to get it thrown, it's a long process.
It is a long process.
People don't realize,
and it's a way.
That's why I tell people like. Unless, I mean, first of all, a good lawyer won't even take anything contingent unless they see money. But, like, I tell people, like, unless you're going to win, suing is not what you think it is.
Totally not. Totally
years,
not. And that's why my husband knows that. He said that. He goes, it's not, he was so pissed about that.
Years.
He was mad about that. And
I many people that I want to sue every other week, and you're just like, even